Welcome to Help with Natalie Cuomo, the podcast about a girl who just can't help herself.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Help with Natalie Cuomo. I am so excited. I've got two amazing guests in studio today.
Wow.
I've got the incredible Anthony Cumia and Sam Roberts. How are you guys?
Very good. Very good.
Was the incredible for both of us? It sounded like just the incredible Anthony and then also Sam.
It was for both.
Oh, okay.
Like on Seinfeld, breathtaking. And then it's like, no, he's called the ugly baby breathtaking. And Elaine thought it was for her. And, well, you could just imagine what happens next.
Hijinks.
Oh yeah. No, I couldn't put two adjectives in there. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. You're right.
That would be crazy.
No, this is cool. I haven't seen Sam in a while.
Yeah.
He does a great show with the great Jim Norton.
Yeah.
Not that I didn't say the great Jim Norton and also the great Sam Roberts. I couldn't use two either. But yeah, it's good to see Sammy.
Yeah, that's why I had you guys together. I thought you hadn't hung out in a while, and I I thought you missed each other.
It's like an intervention.
It is an intervention. You guys haven't been hanging out enough.
We just haven't seen each other just because it didn't.
Why? Is it the pandemic? What's going on? Why haven't you guys gotten up?
I'm not allowed in Sirius XM.
Yeah, I'm in Sirius XM.
And he works there. Yeah.
That's a place where Anthony's not allowed. It kind of cuts a huge chunk of the day.
Yeah. It would be nice, but
I think the most badass thing in the world is not being allowed in places.
All right. Well, that's 2 for Anthony then and 0 for me so far.
Well, we got to work on it, Sam.
Jesus.
Is there anywhere where you're not allowed? Are you not allowed anywhere?
I don't think so. I mean, I think that I wouldn't know how one would not be allowed someplace had I not spent the first part of my career with a certain radio duo.
Yeah.
I mean, it's become very normalized, but most other aspects of my life would not lead me to not being allowed places.
There's so much ambiguity here. It doesn't have to be that crazy though. Like I'm not allowed. Like you can get kicked out of a bar when you're too drunk. It doesn't have to be like a special scenario.
Right. No, but sometimes it is huge and dramatic and in newspapers and
that's bad. When you're not allowed in places and it makes the papers while you're not allowed there.
Right. So bad.
That's pretty bad.
Right.
Now Sammy's been pretty good over the years as far as not getting thrown out of places.
Nice.
I mean,
if that's like the threshold, like if that's where we're starting,
yeah.
Holy nailing
shit.
it.
Wow. So we were just talking about Animal Crossing.
Yeah. Oh,
and talking about bad things, being badass, and sort of like being edgy. Animal Crossing is kind of right there.
Super badass.
Yeah.
And you were saying that your girlfriend loves Animal Crossing.
Yeah, she plays Animal Crossing a lot on the Switch.
On the Switch.
And on her PlayStation.
I did a Switch giveaway on my Twitch.
Yeah.
And someone that was watching said, if you get, this was on Sunday, right? Someone said, if you get an Animal Crossing tattoo, I'll donate another Nintendo Switch to a giveaway. So literally the next fucking morning, 11 a.m., I went and I got a tattoo of Tom Nook.
That's not traditionally how radio giveaways have been done, but it does get the job
I'll show you guys.
accomplished.
Here he is.
Wow.
Oh my God.
It's really nice, actually.
He's good.
It's well done.
Those dumb things sound.
How much did the tattoo cost?
So it was an investment on my part too. It was like a 100 something.
How much does a Switch
A
cost?
Switch with tax and shipping is $262.
Okay, so you saved $100.
Yeah, but it's an investment.
Oh, yeah.
It's an investment.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
It's also not like it was her first tat. That would have been crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it's the first tattoo I've ever gotten, and it's the
I mean,
Animal Crossing.
That's how I got my Coco Beware tattoo.
Yeah.
WWE giveaways. Yeah.
Well, it's not just like, I paid half off for a Switch for a giveaway. It kind of adds to this like, it's like
edgy. It's wild. It's badass.
Continue.
Yes.
Keep going.
You had one.
No, keep
for both
going.
of us.
Keep going.
And I just hurled like 4 of your ones.
You're so right. I am edgy and badass.
I was just
Tell
thinking
me
that.
more.
Yeah,
Sam.
yeah.
Anthony, if you want to chime in at any point, that would be fine too.
Yeah.
Almost too
cutting edge.
dangerous for podcasts.
Right.
Dangerous.
Dangerous.
Yeah. Mothers, lock your sons away.
I think it's influencing people to get tattoos.
Oh yeah, that's bad.
That's got to be bad.
I
right?
wouldn't. I
very
would say
bad.
it's influencing people to maybe play Animal
Animal
Crossing.
Crossing.
Anyway,
You
so
play Animal Crossing?
I also love that like it's a promo to get people to play Animal Crossing.
No.
But not like by the Animal Crossing company, just by you because you want to play with people.
no.
Like everything is backwards.
It's completely backwards.
Yeah.
But the entire point is I am doing another giveaway on March 20th at 12 p.m. Eastern time
Oh, okay.
for this.
For that.
For this. And you can win this. All you have to do is watch my stream.
You don't have to get a tat or anything.
You don't have to get a tat. I got the tat.
Yeah.
And
If you get a Not Sam tattoo, I'll give you a hoodie to give away.
no.
Are we going to do the cost of the hoodie and the tat? And...
Well, the cool thing is someone from my stream, I let him draw the tattoo.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that
It
is
was a collaborative
So Bill's community.
community.
Yeah. I like
You
that.
play that a lot, though? You play Animal Crossing?
Only about 5 hours a day.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Yeah. It is crazy if, like, the talking of those little things is so fucking annoying.
It's good.
It just is crazy.
Have you played it?
No. My girlfriend Travis has played.
Oh,
it before.
yes.
Travis is our producer at Jim and Sam. He went through like a phase early in the quarantine where he was playing a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I don't.
I
don't
do
have a
remember
Switch.
them going to the island and,
Yeah.
and like Travis was there and Missy's going, oh, Travis is here on the
Yeah.
island. I'm like,
It's exciting.
What island is this?
Yeah, he had to like have a separate game for his daughter.
Yeah, he
because he
does.
didn't want his
Right.
daughter ruining his.
She can fuck up
His.
the house. It
Yeah,
would suck.
yeah.
I have friends, their kids
Stupid
have
kids.
fucked up the house. They put bugs inside.
Ah.
It's really tragic what a kid can do to your house.
It's
Yeah.
kids, they'll also screw up like your KD ratio if you're playing a shooter and you come back
Yeah.
and your average is down and
It's terrible.
because they suck. Yeah. It's important stuff.
It
Yeah.
really is.
That's what really life's about is video gaming.
Yeah. Hey, just so you know, that score. I mean, I let my kids play. That's not
Yeah,
my
yeah,
score.
yeah, it's not mine.
It'd be a lot higher.
I've killed a lot more people.
The reason I want to have kids is so I can blame everything that goes wrong on them. So
Oh, good. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's,
No, you can. I mean, technically, you should be rewarded for playing video games with your kids and spending time with them, but it does fuck up your scores.
Is that really a good parental thing, though, the video game thing? Because I know, like, going out is probably good. The park.
You can
Throw the ball around in real life, kind of a thing.
How about we have a catch, son?
Yeah. You go in one room, I'll go in another, and we'll boot up our virtual catch headsets.
you can visit my island and I'll visit yours.
What's better than the dad that plays full speed with his kid?
Oh,
Like just
yeah.
crushing his kid at every game.
He's like, sorry, son, I tried to let you win, but I couldn't control myself.
Teach him.
It's teaching him a lesson.
There's no handouts in life.
Life sucks, and it's going to be terrible, and this is the best it's going to be.
It's making him stronger as a person.
Yeah.
Can't let him get bullied in school. So I generally like to start my podcast asking the best advice you have ever received. Sam, since you are so incredible, do you want to go first?
I don't. So I was thinking about that, right? And I don't know if it's the best advice because I feel like I've learned a lot by doing and watching others do, and like not repeating mistakes or the mistakes of others.
Wow.
I can't even fault him. He's right.
Do we have our soundboard?
Hey, he's the one sitting in the studio over at Sirius XM.
But I did get this is actually good advice that I got. There's a lot of really good advice in the wrestling world. Right? And when I started working at WWE, I don't know, something had happened or I'd said something publicly and somebody just like came to me and they were like, Sam, just so you know, there's a little bit of heat on you for this. That means that like people are a little annoyed.
Oh.
I said, okay. And he said, don't worry about anything. It's going to blow over. Just no selling babyface and you'll be fine.
Just what?
And I went, oh, see what this means? No sell means don't react to anything. So like if you think people are saying something, if you think, just no sell it. Babyface means you're a good guy. You're smiling.
Right.
Hey, what's up? Hey, good to see you. Good to see you. Nothing's going on here. Nothing's going on here. And I was like, wait a minute. If I just applied this to everything,
Everything in life.
everything would just kind of go away.
No sell and baby face.
No selling baby
That
face.
is pretty good.
Let's repeat this because I need to jam this in. Break it down again.
Okay, so step 1 is the no sell,
Okay.
which means you really don't react to like anything. Like, I
Okay.
mean, if it's serious,
Sure.
if it's something that really matters, then yeah. But like,
And it comes from selling it. Like if wrestlers are in the ring and someone pulls a move on you,
Okay.
you have to help that guy by convincing the crowd that move was legit.
Okay.
So you're selling it to
right,
the crowd.
like if I hit, I'm not really going to make contact
yeah.
with the opponent.
But, if he just stood there, he wouldn't be selling it.
Right. So don't sell.
Sell it.
Don't sell
it.
anything. Don't react. Don't sell anything.
I love this.
Because that's why people do things in life. It's
To
because
get
of the sell.
A reaction.
They
get
want
the
the sell.
Right? Like even on Twitter, when you see these things go crazy and somebody starts selling it,
No
it just
sell.
gets stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. Don't sell it.
No
Never
sell.
sell it.
No
Don't sell
sell.
anything.
Joe Rogan sold it a little.
A little sell.
But at first he didn't, and
At
it was
first-
nice.
No.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
It was tasty when he wasn't selling
Once
it.
you sell
when he
it.
goes, I love Neil Young. I was like,
I know.
And then
they were having none of that.
and then babyface.
and then tell me more about that.
So in wrestling, there's heels, those are the villains, and there's baby faces, those are the heroes,
Okay.
right? So like, I don't know, in the 1980s, Hulk Hogan would have been a big time baby face. He was-
Yeah.
all the kids like him, train say your prayers, eat your vitamins.
I am not gonna follow any wrestling references in terms of particular people.
You've never heard of Hulk
I
Hogan?
have, but it's
Oh.
not gonna it's not gonna.
I mean, he's kind of a heel now, but that's why I
It's
said
not
in the
gonna
80s.
enter. It's not gonna enter.
Okay.
I thought that was going to be the best advice you ever got. Say your prayers, take your vitamins.
Yeah, train say your prayers, eat
Yeah,
your
yeah,
vitamins.
yeah.
I know Hulk Hogan, but it's just not. If I'm being
But
completely.
like you get that in wrestling, there's heroes and villains.
Yes, I get that, right.
So I mean, do you like comic books?
Yeah.
That's not true.
Movies. There's always
Yeah,
a
you like
I know
movies.
that
good
they're
guy
heroes
and a
and
bad
villains.
guy
Yes,
in a
I know the
movie.
concept of
Like in He-Man, right?
Yes.
He-Man is
Oh.
the baby face and Skeletor is the heel.
course.
Like it's all baby faces
Oh, yeah.
and heels,
Okay.
right? So if you're a baby face, you're just kind of friends with everybody, right?
Right, of course.
That guy's not a heel. That guy's a baby face. Just walk around acting like a baby face in life and don't sell anything. And all of a sudden, I was dubbed for a period of time Sammy Switzerland. I'm not on anybody's side. I'm Sammy
Oh, right,
Switzerland
right.
over
Sammy
here.
Switzerland. Neutral.
Hey!
Neutral. Not for the Allies or the Axis.
Nah, just here to
He's
Yeah,
here for the
Sammy
hang.
Switzerland.
Yeah. No selling baby face.
Sammy Switzerland.
And what's your
I remember that one.
feeling on this?
I agree. That's a pretty sound advice. Sometimes it's difficult
Yes, not
Because-
easy.
to be the baby face. You have to be smiling and nice and pleasant most of the time.
That's the part that you find more challenging than the no sell.
Yeah, because a lot of people put you in a position where you don't feel like being nice and smiling and saying yes, yes, yes. So yeah, that's probably the toughest part of the formula there, is being the baby face. The other part, yeah, it's pretty easy. Just, kind of don't get involved. I failed at that too, miserably.
I was about to say, yeah.
I had to sell.
You're not one that no sells.
No, I'm not a no sell.
You will sell.
Oh, I have to sell.
You're
It's
one
terrible.
of the salesmen of all time.
Oh, I'm out there with my briefcase, my fedora.
It's interesting. I feel like people. So, but here's the other thing. I think no sell and baby face. This is great advice.
Yeah.
But then I also feel like people love wrestling.
People love wrestling. What's the best?
So I'm kind of left for my own emotions and my own self-care. I don't want to react to shit like that. And if I do, I want to do it privately, right?
Oh, yeah.
But I also am aware that I also need to be a human, and people don't really want to watch like a robot. So I also kind of have to show who I am, because I can't just keep everything private, because otherwise what's the point of having a podcast or doing stand-up?
Yeah, but this is like performance, right? Like a podcast is
But it comes from
ultimately-
truth.
It comes from, but you're performing.
Right.
Character like Mr. Amos.
Yeah, exactly.
Character.
You see?
Yeah.
I mean more like in your real life.
Okay.
Like you could,
Yeah.
sell to the moon when you're doing your podcast. I mean,
You're talking about life.
yeah. I've had lots of problems with people on radio shows that I didn't care at all. But it's like once you're here, it's like, let's sell.
Right.
And then once the show's over, that's when we no sell.
That was the fun thing about Radio Wars.
Yeah,
You're getting these battles with radio personalities that you really didn't. The battle was so the dumbest thing. It was over
But you
nothing.
don't actually
You can
care.
never even remember what they were about.
No.
And then at the time they were these big things. Like, oh yeah, we get on the air and we're just gonna trash this guy. Let's own him with it. And then you're walking to your car in the parking garage or something. You're not going like, yeah, good, we trashed that asshole. You just don't even care about it anymore.
You could literally see that person in the parking lot.
It's
like,
happened.
Hey, man. Hey,
hey, what's up? Everyone kind of looks like, hey, what's up? Because you've been a prick.
Yeah.
That's so interesting. That separation's very difficult for me. Like, I could never be like, I fucking hate this person. And then be like, oh yeah, that was an act.
Yeah?
I mean, I would have to at least tell that person, like, I'm gonna say this.
Oh, no.
I don't mean
never.
it.
I think it's just assumed. I think everyone kind of knows.
That's not who I am. I can't do that.
And it takes away from the realism of the hatred.
I can't do that.
Yeah.
You do. I have had conversations with people where they're like, yo, that shit you're saying on the air. I was like, yeah. They're like, that was fucked up. And I'm like,
Yeah, well.
it was on the air.
It's on the air.
Like, what
so
do you?
It's not really
like, are you
real.
why are you bringing this
See,
into my
I feel
real
like that
life?
about stand-up.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm dating someone and they flirt with someone in the audience, I'm like, yeah, I don't give a fuck. I'll never get mad at anyone for anything they say on stage, like, ever. I totally respect anything like that. But I don't know what, for me, if I say, I don't know.
But like, if you're on stage, right, and you're like dating somebody, you're like, oh, I hate my boyfriend,
Yeah,
and you have a bit around it.
sure.
Can you imagine your boyfriend then coming up to you after your set was over, going, I didn't know you hated me.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I don't-
Obviously, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
I
it
guess
is.
I just haven't put that in terms of, like, I have that established with stand-up and I haven't brought it over to podcasting yet, maybe.
Yeah.
Now, a good point, and this is what I was bringing up earlier before the show even started, a guest that you and Jimmy had on that I had wanted to see. It was Scott Shannon.
Oh, he was great.
We had ragged on Scott Shannon for a while over the course of the years on the Opie and Anthony show. We were
Okay.
all involved with it. It was kind of vicious at times, but with some humor in there.
Yeah,
and It was
yeah.
mostly fun.
Right.
And Scott seemed like the kind of guy that could take the joke and understand. He's been in radio for many, many years.
Right.
And he understood the dynamic that you kind of goof on each other, you poke each other. So then he was just on the other day on your show. Was that awkward in any way to?
It was so. I mean, I love it when people acknowledge it right away, like we're not pretending.
Right.
Because like you, as the person that did it, you never acknowledge it.
Of course not.
Because
Yeah.
I'm a coward. You know what I mean? You're not gonna take ownership of it.
Yeah.
But as soon as he walked in the door, he's like, "Hey, Sam, you're the one who was talking about the boat movie all the time."
Oh yeah.
And so he immediately acknowledged it, but he did it in good humor.
Wow.
Yeah.
You guys are
You
literally
know.
the perfect people for me to be talking to right now.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't even tell you how perfect you guys are for me to be having this conversation right now.
How come?
Because it's so relevant to things that I'm experiencing and that are starting to come up in my life that just at this point in my career and this point in my life, you just start to face jokes like that. And it's hard to be like, I know I'm used to being like, all right, stand up is something I've done long enough that I know
Right.
that's stand up, that's our art, that's what we work on. But I haven't necessarily been podcasting consistently long enough to take that there.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it's kind of like, all right, okay, I have to take that and bring it here and then kind of compartmentalize that and then move on with my day. And it's just it's just a process that you have to do. Do you know what I mean?
Some people hate other people in podcasting because they do that. Podcasting is still that world where there are two worlds. There are people that perform
Right.
on their podcast.
Right.
And it's kind of a extension of themselves, but
Right.
they're different than they are when they broadcast.
Of course.
And then there's people that just bring themselves to it.
Right.
And if they're shitting on somebody, it's real.
Yeah.
And I think they're not as professional. I think they just strapped a headset on and decided they were going to do a podcast. And we'll be real. It's like one thing to be real. You can be real. But I
Right.
think to be entertaining and real, you
Yes.
got to punch some things up a little bit.
Agreed.
You got to make certain things seem a little more important than they might really be.
Agreed.
And, because showing passion for what you're talking about is important to the listeners. And,
Agreed.
sometimes people just
I mean,
kind of dull.
obviously,
They don't have any passion for what
Lewis
they
is
say.
obviously a perfect example of this. Like, no, in a good way. Like, I feel like he can create something on air, and then he goes off air, and he's like, yeah, I don't give a fuck about that.
Oh, yeah,
He is
yeah.
a perfect, and he's always given me very, very good advice about this stuff, and I've never been able to do a good job of taking it, and he's always been like, you let stuff get to you, and I do, and so it's like,
Yeah, I've heard that about you.
well, sure.
You let stuff get to you.
I'm glad it's gotten to you. I do let things get to me. It's hard.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it's also, it's weird about the internet because I feel the exact same way about social media that I do about everything else, which
Yeah.
is like, this isn't real life.
Right.
Like
please.
this stuff, like this, none of this is real.
No, it's
and
not.
it's really not.
Yeah.
But like, because everybody's on Twitter.
Could you go back to management at Sirius and tell them that?
I mean, every now and then.
It's not real.
But like, there's so many people, like everybody's on Twitter.
yeah.
I think most people are probably more like you, that like that disconnect doesn't exist. Like it's all one thing,
Right.
and haven't realized that like if you just put your phone down,
Oh,
you can just
It's
go into
so
real
nuts.
life.
Which is Animal Crossing.
yes.
I mean,
real
I guess that's
life.
that's
Yeah.
really the
No,
problem.
but there is like a
like
professionalism that I respect for a lot of. There are a lot of people that you wouldn't expect. Like they take the headphones off and it's like, all right, see ya. And it's I like that, and that's like what I strive to be and what I strive to do. And I
Right.
think that compartmentalize that is like self-care, and that is like I know that sounds like cheesy saying that, but that's being a professional, and that's learning the difference between just chatting into a microphone and like being a performer and an artist.
Yeah, there's a disconnect that you have to make.
Yeah.
I used to say this for years. Like, if I was the same person, I was exactly the same person on air as off air, I'd have been, put in a mental institution or beat up every day because you're just an asshole on the street. Like, there's a disconnect. It's different.
Yeah.
And I think it's also important that it's your job.
Yeah.
So, you got to make sure you don't always take that home with you. You need a
Yes.
separate life.
Yes.
And when those two intertwine a little too much, there's no decompressing or winding down.
yeah.
Wow. What?
Yeah, I mean, like I got kids. Can you imagine?
Oh,
if
my
I,
God.
If I just went home and I was like, oh, you know what we're doing in the studio today? It's
Yeah,
like, what?
yeah.
There's a whole life that's
Yes.
right here. This is a real.
Well, I feel that
There's Twitch and video games.
I felt like
I gotta go cream my kid at Spider-Man.
Teach him a thing or two, right?
I do feel like doing like housework and stuff like that was a good escape and is a good escape from like that kind of world. But I think I should be able to just like do that in general. Like when you leave the studio or when you leave whatever space, you're like, okay, I'm me and I'm this person now.
Yeah, yeah. It was very important for me after I started Compound Media to get out of my house. I was doing
Yeah.
it in the basement. I had a studio in the basement, and there's no structure at all.
Yeah.
I had to be on at 4 p.m. There were literally times in my pajama pants, and I was late walking down the stairs because, I'm at my house. It doesn't give
Right.
you this image that you're doing anything different than you would if it was the weekend or what have you.
Yeah.
So you need a place to go. You need structure, a definite time that your day starts.
Yeah.
And a definite time where your day ends. You could have the extracurricular activities of doing shows
100%.
like this and other things. But you need a structure and a place to go that's work, and then a place to come. Even if you work out of your house, there's a place you need that's just work. And, you see the dentist office next to a house sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, the dentist isn't watching TV in the dental chair later at night. Like, he's out of there until the morning. And he goes
Totally.
into his house, and that's what he does. So that disconnect is very important.
Yeah, it's hard because like I have my phone on me, and then my Twitch setup is literally like in my bedroom. It's like all like my it is my
Yes.
life. Like people are literally watching my Twitch and they see my bed. Like it's like that's my life. So it feels to them also people feel like voyeurs when they're watching
Yeah,
anything.
yeah. Well,
so
it's
you
probably
have to
good.
be like you have to be like okay. You got to keep your head on straight, and you have to be fucking grounded in what you know reality is. So it's just like
Yeah, because there are certain forms of entertainment in podcasting or anything. I mean, OnlyFans, Twitch,
Right.
where you want it to look like this is your life.
Right.
I think there's probably a harder disconnect from that, but I think still the structure of it, the time, and whatever the act is.
Yeah.
If your act is, this isn't an act, it's my life, it's still kind of an act.
Right.
And you do need to pull away from that once a day, I
You
think.
have to know when you're working and when you're shooting. Is it a work or is it a shoot?
There you go. See, he knows all of it based on wrestling. A work or a shoot.
It's so funny because I have several friends that love wrestling, and they always give me advice in terms of wrestling too. It's bizarre.
It's literally
bizarre what you people do.
I mean, it's literally everything becomes so clear
I can
when
give
you
you
understand wrestling. Everything
Because it is broken down to some of the most basic,
Yeah.
like just ideas that have been for millennia in humankind.
I can't tell you, like I turn on the news, I'm like, oh, he's working. Like,
He's
oh,
working.
okay, all right.
That's a
I see.
work.
Oh, he's a heel. Oh, okay, I got it. Like,
Oh,
all
he just
makes
made
sense.
a heel turn.
Yeah.
He was a baby face.
Exactly.
Now he made a heel turn. Now he's the heel.
Exactly.
Gas prices are up. He's a heel.
I can't. I
Yeah.
mean, wow. I guess. I mean, maybe I'm in the wrong industry. I should be a wrestler. I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I mean, look, it's all wrestling. It's
all wrestling.
It's all wrestling.
Yes.
It's all wrestling,
Life
baby.
is wrestling.
Everything.
Life's a fucking joke. Anthony, what's the best advice you've ever received?
Oh my God. I've gotten so much of it over the course of my years, but there was one instance where this guy, a friend of mine, Randy,
Yeah.
I was kind of confused as to whether I should take this gig in Boston
Yeah.
with Opie to start what would turn into the Opie and Anthony show.
Okay.
And I was pretty confused about it. I had a shitty job. I had a shitty wife. I had a shitty life. and but I was so used to it. You know, you get comfortable in your zone.
Right.
You don't want to, shake. It's like, well, at least I'm, live.
Yeah.
That's kind of setting the bar low.
Yeah.
I'm breathing.
Yes.
Yeah, sometimes the unknown
It's very
is
frightening.
scarier than even
Yes.
your shitty
Yes.
existence. Yeah.
Very frightening.
Yeah.
But I think
Yes.
anyone that's made a drastic move has always thought it was for the best. It just takes a lot of courage. And I was very nervous about that. I didn't know anything about radio. I just thought, I knew about sheet metal and air conditioning work, which was what I did.
Yeah.
And so I wasn't sure about it. So I sat down, a good buddy of mine, Randy, and had a couple of beers. And I asked him, I go, is this a move I should do? And he was like, are you an asshole? Of course you do this.
Yeah.
Of course. He goes, what are you giving up that you can't get back? An air conditioning job? A shitty apartment on Long Island?
Yeah.
They go, this is a chance at a career, something that's real, a real thing, something you enjoy doing and stuff. So, that put me over the edge. I might have gone either way before that, but that was the advice that put me right over the edge and said, yes, I'm going to do this. And, we see where that turned out.
Well,
sometimes I'm now the scourge of broadcast.
Sometimes it's more the journey than the destination.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
The
what I like.
journey,
The journey
is
I'd say it
just
turned out
amazing.
well.
No, I think it did too.
I'd say it turned out
Many
well.
jokes are made.
Yeah.
But I think, yes, we love the self-deprecating humor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see, you do
It's-
that on stage?
yes.
Do you do that?
Self-deprecating.
How do you deprecate yourself?
Many ways.
Many ways. I deprecate the shit out of it.
Many ways.
Deprecator.
Yeah, that's cool. Sometimes sometimes everyone in my life will be telling me to do something and I just won't do it.
Yeah.
It's so crazy.
Why do you think you don't? Is it because you're like, oh, I know better, or you just?
Familiarity is so comfortable.
Oh, is it?
It's
Right?
it's so hard.
It is.
It's so hard.
Yeah.
To just leave. I growing up, I was petrified of everything.
Me too.
like just everything.
Literally me too.
The idea of the idea of going away to college or something, or leaving and going, I knew people that went into the army. And I'm like, wait, you leave your house and you don't come back for like 3 years? I was like, this was inconceivably petrifying to me. And I think it stopped me from doing a lot of things that I might have done and I felt very passionate about that I just didn't pursue.
Horseback riding?
Horseback riding, I did.
You did?
That was good because the corral was close. I could come right back and I'm back home.
Where
Throw a flake of hay to the
where
big
was this?
fucking furry dinosaur and you go home.
Where was the horse?
Oh, California. I
Okay.
did go to California, but my dad was out there.
Yeah, so it's
I
safe.
wasn't going away.
Very safe.
You know, a very safe kind of a thing. Although in reality, it wasn't very safe. One of my friends got shot by his father. It was an accident.
Oh.
Shot him in the Mojave Desert. We
Was
were all
did he
shooting
survive?
guns, and we were shooting guns, and he had a gun, and it was really kind of like the Alec Baldwin situation. He had to cock this gun in order to load it, so he quarter cocked it, and then when he brought it up, it fired, and the bullet went right through his son Charlie's shoulder, and we were out in the middle of nowhere in the Mojave Desert, and I was just like, oh my god! I watched Charlie just go boom, and the father like fell on his knees, like ah! And he loaded him up in a pickup truck and drove him to Needles, Arizona.
Like when Christopher's kid shoots himself with the arrow.
Oh my god! It wasn't Chris.
No,
it was
Ralphie. Ralphie, yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh,
Is-
that was so sad.
Is Charlie still alive?
Oh yeah. He was fine.
How old were you?
I was 13. Charlie was 9. We used to go out and take a bunch of dune buggies and trucks out to the middle of the desert, load up, the kids would all drive, and we would just shoot stuff out of the back of the pickup truck.
And all the fathers would shoot their sons.
Oh, they would just be sitting up at the mining shack. It was an old turquoise mine in the Mojave Desert. And there was an old mining shack up there, and they would sit up there drinking tequila and whiskey and whatnot while the kids went out and shot anything that moved or didn't move in the Mojave Desert. It was great.
Wow.
And then Charlie got shot, so they had to do that. And then the cops show up because it's a gunshot thing. And they
Yeah.
pull up in this SUV, and it's dark at that point. And they pull up, and they got the lights on and everything. And they must have been thinking, like, it's the Manson family in the middle of the desert. Like, what are you doing in the middle of the Mojave Desert?
That's amazing that you had that experience and you've grown up to be so anti-gun.
I know. It really turned
Yeah.
me off of guns. And I think gun control is something we really need to.
That's wild.
I'm like, look at this dope. Look at this idiot shooting his own son. Learn how to use that thing, stupid.
Well, it makes sense because Charlie was fine.
Charlie's fine. It went straight in, straight out. It was a 22,
Straight
so it
in,
wasn't
straight
like
out.
a big
No biggie.
thing.
He wears it as a
scar.
necklace now. Yeah.
He wound up having a cool scar in and out that was like awesome. It's like, yeah, this is where I got shot.
And we now know him as 50 Cent.
Yes, you may know that. He grew up to be.
Curtis 50 Cent.
You might have seen him at the Super Bowl.
Yes. Yes. It is cool to have a bullet wound.
I
If
think it
you're
would be
okay.
cool.
Like if you're okay,
Right.
like there's no damage, and you just have
Yeah.
a scar from when you got shot.
Imagine like you're like in bed with someone for the first time and they're
Oh,
like
yeah.
touch you and they're like, what is this? And you're like, it's just I got shot when I was a kid.
That's exactly what I was just picturing. You're in bed, you know, in the throes of passion, or just after, smoking a butt.
Right?
And the girl leans over, she's like, what's this here? And then you make a joke like, yeah, I cut myself shaving. and then the girl goes, no, really? Really? Yeah. I was shot.
And you know you
And then you
purposefully
go-
don't say anything
Right.
until she finds
Until
it.
she
Yeah.
And you
finds
go,
it. Hey, by the
"Bye."
way, did you see this? I got shot.
That's not cool.
That's not
That's
cool.
not cool.
No.
That's an asshole
no.
move.
And then she goes, what happened? You're like, my own father did it.
Oh, shit. My dad shot
My
me.
dad shot me.
So sorry.
Oh, my
grew up
God.
tough.
Was he sorry? Don't know. I killed him right after.
Oh my God. She's like, I'm ready to fuck again.
Yeah. Please.
Where is Charlie? Is he single?
I don't know. Charlie Reyes now. That was a while ago. He's. Oh, yeah. He's late 50s, mid to late 50s.
Still
now.
hot though.
Perfect age
With
for
that,
me.
I bet he's still every day gets out of the shower, he's toweling off, and he goes, "That's all right, I got fucking
He goes,
shot.
I'm the man.
Yeah.
I am the man."
Man.
Thank God for daddy.
Oh yeah, Dad shot me. Gave me a great fucking mark.
Every time I have a new boyfriend, my mom goes, how old is he?
Oh, now do you have a I don't know, a history of younger or
Older
older
men?
guys? Is it older men?
If it's younger, like how
Younger
much-
men. Yeah.
Hi, mainly student. You want to come to my island? My Animal Crossing island?
Yeah, that's the conversation. You want to come pick potatoes at my island? I think I heard Lewis say something that I just realized what I think he said.
What did he say?
I think he called me Anthony Cumia, which is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, there was a moment when you, older men, huh?
Older men?
Tell me.
That's hilarious.
Well,
Oh, Lewis.
I mean,
keep working on your island.
You need to work on that fucking island. I've been playing Battlefield and Call of Duty.
You stream on Twitch a lot.
Yeah.
Are you a partner?
I'm not a partner yet. I applied.
Ooh, you applied?
Like a month ago.
And then what happened?
They sent me an email going, "You've done a great job, Mr. Cumia, but it's not quite ready.
What?
You are so." He goes, "Continue to build your channel." And I realized what it is.
You're 13.
See, I'm stupid. Yeah. I'm stupid. I just start the stream, play the game. There's a chat room, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
I need apparently bells and whistles.
Oh, yeah.
I need an image of a lion that roars maybe here,
Yeah.
I need a ticker tape thing at the bottom telling who's subscribing. You need all
need that
kinds of
too.
shit on your screen. I'm kind of from the school of thought, like, people just come and just watch me yell at video game.
I'm shocked
true.
because it's a big deal to get that unlocked where you can be a partner.
Oh, yeah.
I thought because when you get that for an affiliate, you get it unlocked and they're like, okay, cool, you're an affiliate. I thought when you get that unlocked to be a partner, they're like, okay, cool,
No,
here you go.
It says, by the way, like meeting these criteria does not necessarily mean you will be accepted for partnership. So I'm
What?
like, it's like that old first time you smoke a joint, you don't get high kind of a thing, I guess. So I applied, and then it's like, you may reapply in 60 days. So I'm like,
60
okay, and I don't have to re-meet.
What is this, Instagram?
I know. I don't have to re-meet the criteria, though,
So
which is good. But I have to wait 60 days. I'll get a few bells and whistles put on, which I'm
Okay.
kind of embarrassed. Hey, people, make sure you smash that like button, hit that subscribe.
Oh, wow.
And we're going to play some game now. But first, I want to tell you about this awesome set of gaming glasses I got. You can, I got to do
You're
that.
going to be a vlogger.
I'm a vlogger.
that's so annoying. I really thought they just gave it to you when you fucking met the criteria. That really pisses me off because I thought that's all I was like, all right, I just got to do
Yeah.
this, and this, bada bing, bada boom.
Nope.
Is it a problem if you've been thrown off every other social media platform? Asking for a friend.
When you apply, it does ask you, what other social media do you have?
It does?
I put none.
You're like, I'm just a guy playing my game.
I'm just playing games. I don't even know what other social media
What
is.
is social media?
I'm dedicated
I
to
just play.
Twitch.
None, and please no follow-up
Yeah,
questions.
yeah.
I'm loyal to Twitch.
Do not Google my name.
Oh my god. I am like in this shit situation where
A situation, we
I'm
call
in a
it.
situation.
Yes.
Do you feel that if someone were to Google your name, the first thing that comes up is something you're happy with?
No. Never. Oh, it might be something I'm happy with.
Like it's something
was
you are
probably
happy with?
something that other people, maybe if they were checking on something, wouldn't be happy with. Like I'm in the midst of attempting to buy a house down in
okay.
South Carolina.
That's lovely.
And I know damn well that with social media the way it is, your finances could be in perfect order, everything. And then they go, oh. So, yeah, it's and I think it's beyond any of those internet repair things. You know, they go, if
Yeah.
you have a bad reputation on there, like one, I'll bring up a dentist again. One dentist hurt somebody once and it got on Yelp and he's like, can we clear this up? Yeah, no problem. Me?
Yeah. Wait, Mr. Cumia, we haven't found any results that we would move to the top of the page.
Yeah. We're 5 pages in.
There's zero good
We
things.
can't move anything up.
Wait,
There is something about you wearing a fur coat when you were 9. You want that as the first thing that go, yeah, fine, that's good.
What about you, Sam? Or no, you're still in Switzerland, you're chilling.
No.
Yeah, you're getting
Sammy has
solar panels.
a little social, not social media, but a little search engine stink on him still.
Sure.
From the O&A
a
show.
little
Residual
stink. Yeah.
search engine. But you were never,
Nobody gets out of O&A unscathed, I don't think.
but you were always the baby face in O&A.
technically the heel because of the audience. You see what I'm saying? It was a heel crowd,
It was a heel crowd.
right? So they were there for the heels. Me being the only baby face, in turn
Made
becomes
you a
Right.
the heel, but still to the rest of the world,
Yes.
Okay.
hopefully somewhat.
I think babyface.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what the Google results are. I mean, there's like a Canadian rock star named Sam Roberts, so
There you
that's
go.
probably the
Oh.
beginning of my.
He's probably under arrest now for supporting the truckers' protest.
Probably he's out
Wow.
there
Good.
singing under the
Good.
campfire.
I say.
Yeah.
I'm really making a stand on those Canadian truckers.
Good. You've
Arrest
always-
them all. Go Trudeau. No? You broadcast into Canada?
Canada.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what my Google results are.
Best to not know.
Yeah.
Don't check.
No.
Best to not know.
Don't know.
Do you Google
I mean-
your name every day?
No, I don't Google my name every day, but I do know that it's the nudes are first thing. So there's
Nudes
no
are first.
Yeah.
first
Always.
things first.
Right.
There's no one I can date. There's nothing I can do
Nudes.
without. No. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I before we go on a date, I've seen your tits.
Right.
And it's so cool. Nice.
Nudes, and then what's next? Feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feet.
Girls, for some reason, guys want to Google girls' feet.
I don't understand the feet because I've never thought feet were sexual.
You know what it is? And I'll tell you what it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's the fact that they're not like tits, ass, and pussy, but feet are covered up more than any other part of
Is
the
that
body
what it
aside
is?
from those sex parts.
The sex parts.
Yeah, the sex parts,
sex
if I
parts.
may be technical.
Medically
I'm
speaking,
using
I don't
the
wanna-
medical jargon.
Really? It's
I'm going to
because
tell you
they're
about
hidden.
COVID now.
People want what they can't have.
What they can't
Yeah.
have. And normally the foot is covered. So when it's uncovered, it becomes something that, like the breasts or the buttocks or the vulva.
Can I make a
If I may be a
counter-argument?
little more technical.
Here's my counter argument.
Please do.
Women don't seem to be fascinated by the male foot, and the male
Different
foot is
story.
also covered.
Yeah,
as
but the
well.
male body is different. Like we had
Totally.
We actually had the first female cast member from Jackass on the show the other day. Like she's
right.
in the movie. She's Rachel Wolfson, maybe. I don't know. She's a comic, but she's in the movie, and she makes the right point. I didn't ever think about it this way, but she was like, I would have done whatever, but I didn't really want to do nudity. But I wouldn't anyway because it would have been sexual, right? Like,
Right.
like when a woman is naked, it's sexual. But apparently, there's just a ton of penis in the movie. But that's because penis is not sexual; it's hilarious.
It's hilariously funny.
Right.
And in Jackass, it's always been funny. They hit each other in them. They let animals nip at the genitals.
Would
They
you
do-
rather your body be sexual or hilarious?
It's sexual. Hilarious is
Rather,
it's
there's no choice.
humiliating. Yeah.
It is hilarious. There's very few male bodies that even to females are considered sexual.
Yeah.
They're very utilitarian and whatever. Women's bodies are beautiful. They're very curvaceous, soft.
Yeah.
And then men, just errant hairs everywhere and ligaments.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Yeah. I mean, I don't think it's really an option
Yeah.
for men.
When worked up and in the mood, I know women tend to find the body attractive. I get it. But just a random nude. There are the percentage of just random nudes a guy could look at of a girl
Right.
and grade them.
Right.
A lot of them would be over the 50 percentile of, well, okay, that's pretty good. A woman just grading random naked men. I don't think it's going to be that high. I think they're going to go, oh, everyone is disgusting.
I think there are more attractive women than men in this world.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
just
I mean,
by the fact that they're women, they are more
Women are,
attractive.
but it's hard because this brings me to another topic. So something is
like there's no pinup men.
No.
There are no pinup men,
Right?
But there are like sexy mailmen.
What? I've never had a
In
sexy
porn,
mailman.
like in
Oh,
porn, there's
mailman.
like, hey, did you order pizza?
yeah, but that's just like any profession with
Did
a
you order
huge
hot
penis.
pepperoni?
Right. Yeah, he's got a big dick.
He's got a big
He's not the
penis.
pudgy UPS guy jumping out of the car and the girl's going, oh, I wish he was naked.
Yeah.
So I'm in a situation where, for Lord knows why, I receive DMs a lot, right? Like
for
just
you.
random whatever. But I also receive voice memos a lot from guys.
Oh, that's interesting. I get them from one person, Jim Norton, and they're hilarious.
Well, it's not just Jim Norton, I would imagine.
Oh, no. It's
also
other
Chip.
people. Right. Chip Chipperson.
Maybe
and
Dougie Bell every now and
Dougie
then.
Bell checks in with me, and the voice thing brings it to a whole new level.
Maybe
Yes.
Edgar Mellencamp, sure.
So strangers have been sending me voice memos.
Oh boy.
So Paul said these are not funny enough to even play. So I'll play them.
Oh, please.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Right, Paul?
These are
Yep, I was
random
being
dudes.
honest.
Random dudes on Instagram send me voice memos.
So Paul here either becomes the hero or an idiot.
Well, Chloe,
Oh.
I said, Chloe, come here. Do you think these are funny enough to play? And she said, yeah. So we'll see.
Wow, even the preface that you just gave makes the pressure's on.
Yeah.
Now.
Now it's a bit.
Now it's a bit.
Now it's a bit. So in the last week, I received 2. So I'll play them both.
Okay, please.
From random fucking.
It's going to sound like...
And, okay, here's the first one.
I was gonna see if you wanted to get something from Chick-fil-A, or you could just marry me.
That's romantic.
All right, I'm going to say delete that immediately and call the police.
It's a little much. It's a little much.
yeah.
Out of nowhere, cold message.
But it wasn't
Nothing.
obscene.
Nothing.
No.
Just that and then a heart. Just that and
All
a
right.
heart.
It
You
wasn't
see,
obscene.
It could be kind of funny. Kind of funny.
Yeah.
Those are two,
It's a
the
little
juxtaposition.
but why Chick-fil-A? Like,
Yeah.
so Paul was like, "Oh yeah, he's just trying to be." Paul, you say.
I think he's clearly just trying to be funny.
Yeah, he's
You
trying to
think?
be funny. He's kicking a little game.
But that could be like in 20 years, you could go, let me tell you how we met.
That's
You
sweet.
know, you're sitting there married, kids. He left me a voice message on my DM. What's a DM? Oh, before the internet was destroyed. Yes.
Yeah.
I hope, anyway.
I feel like even if you became the happiest couple in the world,
No.
your origin story would be like, you're a weird guy. man.
Yeah,
What a
yeah. You're weird.
what a
You're weird for accepting it.
Yeah, this sucks.
Yeah.
It's-
Like your kids would go, you just really set us up for failure.
The Chick-fil-A is like too much of an obvious.
What makes it? What do
Yeah.
you think? What makes it?
It's
obvious?
like,
Just
yeah,
because
you want
that's
to take
the-
me to a fast food
that's the
restaurant
funny
and
fast
like,
food.
oh yeah, well, let's go to Chick-fil-A or you can marry me or whatever.
You know, back in the oldie days, people used to meet in weird ways like that, though.
DMs.
Not DMs. No, before the DM was, it was like, well, it was a VE day. We had just beat the Hun, and we were in Times Square, and I was getting a malt. And I
Yeah.
said, hey, doll. And then they, 60 years later, they're there, oh, I remember that. It's just like kind of random meetings seemed to be a thing back then.
Well, my feeling is like if a guy sends me a DM and asks me out, I immediately
Say yes.
I don't even consider it because I'm like, you just send girls DMs. So you're just a guy that sends girls DMs. So I'm not special. So no.
He's quantity.
So-
He's just doing quantity over quality.
He's just,
But then, how is somebody supposed to
I don't
penetrate
know.
the system? For lack of
They
a
got to
better
figure
term?
it the fuck out, I guess.
Wow, the
Yeah.
ball's in your court. And you know what? The one guy that does, he's gonna look like a champion. and a
Best of
hero.
motherfucking luck.
Yeah. Wow.
All right, here's the next
that
one.
lock that has all these things that you got to
Oh,
do
yeah.
to get, and then,
All right, ready?
Okay.
You are. All I gotta say is you are mad fucking cute, though. You're really a goddess, though, for real.
That's
That is romantic.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. No words, nothing. Just out of
he
nowhere.
must have stolen that from a Hallmark card.
That's
For
it.
I think
real.
it's Shakespeare.
Yeah.
I said that one wasn't bad. I like that one.
He liked that one. Chloe didn't like that one. She liked the other one.
When was the last time somebody called you a goddess, though?
For real.
For real.
See?
I can't remember the. Let me hear it again because it sounds so good.
Oh, like literally.
Like
Oh,
literally
goddess.
for real.
All I gotta say is you are mad fucking cute, though. You're really
Mad
a
fucking
goddess,
cute,
though,
though.
for real.
Yeah.
That's so nice.
That's like a crazy way to talk to someone.
Yeah.
There's no introduction. There's no hello. My name is
No.
this.
Yeah, but how nuts would it be if somebody was just in your DM going, "Hello, my name is
People have done that.
Chad."
People have done that.
Something tells me not a lot of Chads are getting in touch with.
If you really want to hear the craziest one ever,
Oh, please.
I mean, yeah.
if you want to hear the craziest,
So, do you think a guy has a shot with you on social media that's just sitting there pining for your Instagram photos? is there something that's charming enough that he could leave in a comment or a DM that would make you go,
I'll never say never, but best of fucking luck.
wow, that's really hostile.
You need some kind of personal.
It has to feel personal. I don't want to
Yeah.
feel like you're just a thirsty fuckface.
Plus, how many 58-year-olds are on like Instagram, right? That's not your crowd.
You're right. You're right. You need to at least have had 3 failed marriages or something.
Yeah.
He failed marriages.
You need to be
Maybe a couple of kids.
Real close to that ARP card.
Takes up that leaves you some spare time on the weekends when he's visiting his kids.
To just relax
You can-
a little bit.
Yeah,
hang
have
out
you
and chill.
time.
Because God knows he doesn't want to take a girl with him because that's not too uncomfortable. My dad used to do that
Really?
when he would take me and my brother and sister out for the weekend, and he'd have one of his chippies with him. Like, hi. And I'm like,
Never cool.
Never cool. They always one of them cooked dinner. My dad, which is hilarious. My dad had a small apartment in Mineola, and right now I'm in a small apartment in Mineola. It's so fucked up, dude.
It's a cycle.
It is.
Oh, no.
The vicious cycle.
What have I done?
What happened? No, so he would have this girl, and she's going, I'm going to cook dinner. And as a kid, you know, you go over your friend's house, and their mom cooks dinner, and you hate it because it's not your mom's cooking.
Right, right.
That was
Yeah.
always the case.
Right.
Yeah.
So this fucking whore from a Mineola gin mill is going to cook dinner, and it sucked. And I'm like, you know, I was a sensitive kid. I don't want it.
Oh, God.
And the girl's like, geez, Joey, your son's quite a... She used the F word with G's in it.
Nice. That's damaging to a kid.
That is
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah, luckily it didn't,
was.
obviously.
No,
No trauma.
No trauma.
trauma over here.
No effect whatsoever.
No, just a
I'm just in a
rational guy.
Mineola apartment waiting
Just
for
waiting.
a house down in South Carolina.
I'm sure your dad had a reason, too. I'm just here
Oh,
temporarily.
I'm just here temporarily. He
isn't
was, and then he moved out to California. Oh, shit. I didn't realize that.
Oh, boy.
I'm going to get a horse and just sit in a chair and drink a tall boy all day.
Oh my god.
Really complete the circle. Oh, shit, I have 2 beers. That's almost... Oh, my
Oh
God.
fuck.
Oh, my...
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and if Twitter was around when your dad was,
God.
younger, you can only
Oh, yeah.
imagine.
Oh, the hijinks he would have gotten kicked off for. Because I learned everything I know from my dad when it comes to getting thrown off Twitter, even though he never even heard of Twitter.
He would
Guys,
have been proud.
I have
Yeah.
to play this for you.
Okay.
Oh,
Are you ready?
please.
Hey, Natalie, I really have to admit, I totally stalked you over from a dating app, but for good reason. I wanted to see if you're an actual person. It's so hard to tell with those apps. Like, are you genuine, or you could be some creepy old balding Vietnamese man in their basement, chain smoking and trying to catfish a ton of people online. Hopefully that's not the case at all, though. I also want to introduce myself. So, hello again. My name's Phil. I live alone with my bearded dragon, 2 cats, and 3 tarantulas. I have a ton of tattoos and a few piercings. I could do 30 push-ups in a row.
Nice.
Let's
In a
see,
row.
I'm 6'1". I like going to the beach, rock scrambling up mountains, and hanging out in busy cities. Oh, my retirement plan is to run a bunch of hotels and B&Bs all around the world. Also, my friends think I'm fucking crazy. But
Why?
who are you? You seem pretty interesting, I think.
I mean, and you didn't call that guy back?
Right?
I mean, that sounds like the one.
Sounded like Dave Smith at first. His voice a little bit.
So that's it. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it.
So social media
wow.
is not the place.
So I would say yeah.
So if this was the dating game and those were your 3 bachelors
Oh,
to
I
choose
love
from,
that.
Fuck, marry, kill.
Do you choose? Yeah, who? If you had to go on
you
a
had
date,
to choose
not
one of those 3.
to marry, but it's either life story guy, you're a goddess doe, or Chick-fil-A.
Right. You'll be whisked off to a resort in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico.
That's right.
With our chaperone.
That's right, of course.
Of course.
Who are we going with? Who are we going with?
Can you help?
I don't know.
No, this is we're the host.
This is a YP.
Oh
Not
yeah,
an MP.
not an MP or
What's
an
a Y-
OP. Our problem.
Oh, this is my problem?
Yeah, YP or an MP.
I would not go with the guy with the tarantulas. That's making me very uncomfortable. I don't know if you guys noticed the music in the background.
Yeah, weird.
First of all, I'm not on a dating app, so the fact that he's stalking me over from a dating app is fucking weird.
Yeah.
So
That's wild. You're
And
not on a
the-
dating
No!
app?
Someone's
Okay, that's crazier.
Someone's using your.
and this was also a long time ago that I got this. So it's even, you know,
So he's out.
he's out.
So now
you
we're
got
down
a
to Goddess
choice.
Dough and Chick-fil-A.
Goddess Dough and Chick-fil-A. Goddess, though, is
Are we going to Chick-fil-A?
I think we're going
I
to.
think we're going to go to Chick-fil-A. I hope this guy's listening too.
Oh, he's
the
gonna be
worst
like,
part is
oh.
he's not. I know that he's not. I know he's not.
Why
Why,
do you
it
think he's
just-
not?
He's just a thirsty fuckface.
Why are you so
Was that
negative?
his name?
That's what he
Online
does.
Oh, that's
thirsty
his-
fuckface.
He just,
Yeah, that's his
he
screen
just
name.
pre-
Oh,
he
thirsty
pressed
fuckface.
pressed a button. He's like, "Oh, this is fucking funny."
That was one of my Twitter accounts years ago. Thirsty fuckface.
How come you're so negative about it? Like, how come you think that they're DMing so many people or thirsty fuck faces or whatever? How come they couldn't just be people that stumbled onto your profile and went, normally I wouldn't do this, but this one's special.
Yeah.
Because that would be false.
What?
That doesn't happen. Come on.
I
That's
think
not
that-
real. Have you ever done that and just DM'd one person?
Yes, I've DM'd one person my entire life. No, I haven't.
Yeah.
Personally.
If you're a person that DMs strangers, you DM strangers.
Like for a hookup?
Like if you are DMing me cold like that, you're probably DMing other people like that.
She makes a good point.
I mean, yeah, but
that is valid.
it is a very negative and pessimistic way to be.
Yeah, it doesn't mean everyone that does that is a scumbag.
Right.
It means that they're desperate and it's not personal and it's weird.
Well, there's one. Okay, so Chick-fil-A or
That being
Goddess
said-
Dough. You think the guy who said you're a goddess is telling everybody they're goddesses?
The way he said it was
Oh,
like,
I bet
yeah.
he is. I bet he
Okay,
uses
well,
that
I was
line
trying
right
Oh,
now.
yeah.
I was just trying to show some love to my homies out there.
You a goddess dope.
I wish. I mean, if he
Dope.
started naming,
Dope.
if he knew his fucking like Greek mythology, maybe
Oh, that would have been a move.
he
Name
was
a
like, "Yo,
goddess.
you're like Aphrodite with the way your hair is like this, blah blah blah." I'd be like, "Okay."
Yeah. What if they started referencing like stuff from your act or your podcast and stuff? Then would you be like, oh, look at them taking an interest? Or would you be creeped out?
I would like that if they actually were fans. That would be cool, but it wouldn't make me want to go on a date with them.
Oh.
What
You'd
if they
just be like,
reference your
I would
show?
just be like, "Oh, cool, you listen to my show."
But what if they reference your show like, I was sitting side stage last night watching you.
I'll be there again tonight.
You a goddess dope.
You a goddess, though.
I saw you go to your car. I got your license plate number.
I'm in your trunk right now. You a goddess, though.
You a goddess dope.
So Chick-fil-A guy then?
I tried one of the Chick-fil-A sandwiches for the first time this
This would
past
come
year.
into play.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Chick-fil-A's
Really
incredible. I
Oh,
literally
yeah,
had
yeah,
it for
yeah.
lunch today.
Oh, it is
Tasty.
absolutely great.
Tasty. If you were gonna go to Chick-fil-A, I would recommend a chicken sandwich, the waffle fries, and vanilla ice cream cone to finish off.
Wow.
I mean, by the way, that's like recommending like a hamburger at McDonald's. Like that's the
Listen,
most basic
Shut.
Chick-fil-A.
I was raised without fast food.
If you're going to Chick-fil-A, you should try the Chick-fil-A sandwich.
The
Like,
Chick-fil-A.
that's what they do.
You know, the thing that's on the sign and on the,
Listen,
don't delve into any
Sam.
crazy stuff.
okay.
The nuggets are good.
Yeah, the nuggets are good, and I didn't even suggest those.
No,
No.
you did not.
So
No, you
pretty
did
good.
not.
Thank you. Who would you suggest that your
Who would you date?
date was with?
Well, based on voice alone, I would have to go with the tarantula guy. But that's
Really?
just
Was it
me.
his music in the back?
No, certain twang to his voice.
Mm.
No, I don't know. I can't possibly pick
No.
what men like that.
Yeah.
All right. If you compared it to girls, like a
Hmm.
girl being a mental patient, just blathering on about something, or a girl being creepy, shit like that, I would probably take the blathering on girl sooner than I would the creepy girl.
And if there's one thing Anthony does, he doesn't like being around crazy girls.
No. Oh my God.
Never.
I have no
Never.
record of
Never.
dating crazy girls.
Why do you think that you are drawn to quote unquote crazy girls?
Because it's fun at the beginning.
Which part is fun? What's fun about it? And do
The
you know they're crazy
unpredictability,
at the
craziness.
beginning?
Crazy girls are usually funny too. They have some element of humor to them. They can make jokes. Usually at the beginning they're really funny because the joke might be cruel or something like that. But then it becomes like, oh no, they're just cruel. They're just nasty, mean people.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but it's cool, and they're more willing to, take a chance on a DM or something like that.
Right.
You know,
So they're easy.
and for the most part, I think that's the ocean I had to choose from because a lot of them were fans of the O&A show, and the only thing more twisted and demented than a guy that's a fan of the O&A show is a girl that's a fan of the O&A show. So yeah, that was pretty much why I ended up with a lot of mental patients.
But did you feel that? So, is this true? Both of you can answer this, and then we'll end the show. But I think it's a good way to end it. Is it true that crazy girls are better in bed?
I don't know. All the women that I've ever bedded have been beautiful, rational human beings.
Oh.
Anthony?
I would say I really don't think it matters. There have been girls that have been very nice and civil and successful and then utter fucking lunatics. And especially with the lunatics, depending on the night, the moon, the booze intake.
Yeah.
I always classify them as mag in, mag out, and lock the gun away. Those are the three categories of girls that I had.
Explain.
A girl that was cool, chill, I could hang out with her and stuff. Going to bed at night, I would take my pistol and just put it on the night table. I knew I could just put the pistol on the night table.
Why would you even need the pistol out? You're in New York City.
Exactly. Exactly. This was back on Long Island, my home on Long Island, or anywhere really. Just pistol out.
It's cute. It's a cute accessory for the home.
It is.
Yeah.
Now, some girls would be a little nutty, and I'm like, you know what?
Mag out.
I'm gonna take the mag out and pop the round out of the chamber.
Yeah.
And put the gun there and put the mag in a different place.
Okay.
Then there was a girl where the gun gets locked in the safe.
Yeah.
And anything but a butter knife gets put in away.
Child lock.
Yes.
And this is why I sometimes feel like the blonde on the Munsters.
Marilyn.
Marilyn Munster.
Yes, Marilyn
where
Munster.
I'm like, well, I feel like if I thought there was a chance that the lady I was with might kill me while I slept, I'd probably end the relationship before I went to sleep.
Yeah, but oh boy, you're in it. You've invested some time
and
money.
Sometimes the familiarity is less scary.
See?
Bad breath is better
Again.
than no breath.
Brings it right around. That's one thing you don't want a girl to do in the middle of the night is a heel turn. See that? She was a baby face. She heel turned and shot me.
Officer.
Has anyone you've dated ever tried to kill you?
Not with a gun.
With
What an answer.
with what?
They're
Bare hands.
No. Like
Teeth.
I think like Hannibal Lecter talked multiple MIGs into choking on his own tongue. Yeah, I think that's how they tried to kill me.
Yeah.
Just with their conversation.
Mental torture.
Mental torture.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mental
torture.
And you?
No, I've never been with a woman who wanted to kill me. I feel like before it got that toxic, we would probably
You don't know passion.
end things. I think I know like passion. It's just toxicity. I avoid toxicity. And other people don't avoid toxicity, and they pretend that they're more interesting or more passionate, but in reality, they're just very damaged.
Hey, I had a terrible relationship that lasted 20 years. Yeah.
I gotta go.
Well, this was an amazing episode. You guys, Sam, where can people find you?
Across the board on social media at NotSam, YouTube.com/NotSam, NotSam.com, and of course, Jim Norton and Sam Roberts, Monday through Thursday on Sirius XM.
Anthony?
Ripping me off with the Monday through Thursday thing, huh?
Yeah, it's better.
When you put in that 3-day weekend and it's automatic every weekend, it's awesome.
This is just what the weekend
awesome.
is now. And what's better than like waking up on a Saturday and realizing it's not Sunday?
No,
it's Saturday.
Saturday. Oh, is that fucking awesome? I, of course, do my show 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Thursday.
Wow.
At compoundmedia.com. I am at twitch.tv/acumia.
Okay.
And there's a guy on Twitter. His name's Apartment Boss. And I tell you, I swear, everything he posts, I would post it.
Really?
It's like we are simpatico.
I would
It's amazing.
not post any of it.
But he's crazy. Oh, my God.
He's a little off the wall.
He's got to look out. He could lose his account any moment. Yeah, Apartment Boss on Twitter.
Okay. Well, if you want to find me at Natalie Cuomo _ at Natalie Cuomo on all other social media platforms. Nintendo Switch giveaway. The next one will be March 20th at 12 p.m. Eastern Time on my Twitch, twitch.tv/Natalie Cuomo. I am giving this away to a random subscriber, so anyone can win it. It's pretty exciting. I will be streaming regularly until then, twitch.tv/Natalie Cuomo. You can find all the episodes of this podcast, Help, youtube.com/Natalie Cuomo. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.
You a goddess, for real.
Thanks for listening to Help with Natalie Cuomo. Tune in next week for another episode. Find us on social media at Help with Natalie.